Hi, welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie with your hosts Jacob, Marty, and Ryan. Here we watch and review a variety of movies. Also, find us on Instagram at Three Dudes in a Movie. Thank you for listening and enjoy this week's episode.
He did it, and then we'll do this bit.
I'm just supposed to say my name. What am I supposed to say?
You go, it's Tristan. You're going to be in the room. Just
I know.
like imagine you're in the room with me, but you're not because you physically are.
Yeah,
but in the skit, you're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we ever record a new intro?
This ain't no intro.
Yeah, I
This
think
a
we did.
entree.
We did.
Hit the intro.
Okay, I did it, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay, I don't remember it all.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to my own podcast.
She from Houston. All right.
I mean, it's the first 30 seconds.
I listened to like the first 20
Are we
episodes.
recording right now?
Yes.
Hey, welcome
for
to
real?
Three Dudes in a Movie podcast. I don't know what that sound was. Hey, I'm Jacob,
And I'm Marty.
I'm Ryan.
and today we are reviewing John Wick Chapter 4. It's going to be great. We have so much planned
This
for
one
you.
didn't get a cute nickname.
Oh, wait.
What the?
Who is it?
Tristan. Am I supposed to do it right there? That was
Yeah,
right for
that was
I
good.
don't know. Well, wait. What was the other
the
sound?
door, do the
the
door.
He's not out of the door yet.
No.
Oh, he's leaving.
No.
That's what I was worried about, guys. We
You're supposed to go like.
Yeah, like back off.
What?
Oh.
I'll
Okay,
go.
I
Okay,
should've
so,
said that.
all right,
Should
let's
we
do it
redo
again.
that?
No.
No, we can
I mean,
keep
we're gonna
all of
keep
this.
it, but
Keep
yeah, go ahead. We'll do it again.
All right.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool
Yeah,
things
so
planned. We
John
can't wait
Wick
to talk
4
about
is
John Wick
good.
Chapter 4. Watching
And,
4D. It was
with-
so much
it was
fun.
Lots of...
So much violence. 140. Oh,
What the?
who is it? Are you kidding? I'm supposed to say.
All right, here's
I
how.
thought you blacked out. Please.
Please keep all of this, Ryan. I'm begging you.
All right, do the door. No, the other one. Who is it?
Tristan.
Come in.
There we go.
Why'd you use our haunted house door? Or
Guys,
our shower door?
I didn't know which door to come into, and that was like, it took me 3 attempts to find the door.
Hey, wait, is it?
House door.
What's that? Wait, why are you so wet? You just come in from the rain?
No.
Did you just?
I was sweating looking for the door. I was
Oh no! Wait,
Oh,
it
it's
is
raining outside.
Or did you walk through our shower?
Oh.
Sweat, dude, you loser.
Yeah, I sweat. I
Hey,
sweat.
Tristan. Welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie.
We're with Tristan Heerdt.
Here, yeah, that's right. I think I just got fired immediately. I don't even know if I'm going to say
Yeah,
anything the
that's
rest of the show.
showbiz. That's showbiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Tristan.
I'm thinking you're here.
Hey, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Do not listen to that. We saw John Wick. That's all.
gonna lose it.
Yeah, about me. My name's Tristan Heerdt. I've been married to my wife for 4 years. Moved to Nashville 4 years ago, and I'm the student director at Rolling Hills Nashville campus.
Nice. And you're like the all-time leading scorer in Ohio State high school basketball history.
No,
You
that's
were
not
until
true.
your brother broke the record.
No.
Oh.
No.
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 He said I just popped off a couple of times.
Yeah,
didn't he?
no, I was pretty decent, and then the story is then
Okay.
I saw my brother and realized I wasn't good at basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's really good.
And your brother? Zion Williamson.
Yeah, Zion Williamson for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Z, as you guys call him. You call him
Yeah,
Z.
we call him Z.
Oh,
Z Will.
I would have guessed Zai.
And
Z's
he
pretty
did
good.
actually break his foot. So there's
did
that.
he
Not
really?
from
And
being,
he also broke a Nike shoe.
Yeah, that's true. He
but
did.
not from being like fat and overweight. It's from
Just that happens.
grinding.
Speaking of,
Just the
yeah, I
nonstop
really,
grind.
speaking of, same thing happened to me, except instead of breaking, I think I tweaked it pretty good last night.
Oh, last
Oh,
night.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I
Playing
saw
that ball.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. Hey, real quick, give us your top 3 movies.
Oh my goodness. Number 1 would probably be Shawshank Redemption.
All right.
That's a great answer.
Number 1 would be the new Little Women, or 2. 1B.
Did you really like that much?
Oh, dude, my wife and I watch that like once a month.
Dude,
Shawshank Redemption.
I haven't.
You watched that one?
I haven't seen that. I gotta watch
Yeah,
that.
we watched that one a bit.
I've been wanting
And
to watch
the Little
it,
Women
but-
movie is good.
Okay.
And then
The one with Greta Gerwig.
Viola
Director?
Davis?
Greta Gerwig. No, not Viola Davis. I don't know if she's been in one.
Women
That's
movies.
The Help.
Yeah. Woof. And then the third one.
Is it not? She's in that, right?
Sure.
Man. Probably the Nice Guys with Ryan Gosling
Oh.
and
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Oh,
I
I
just
haven't-
watched that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
It's a good-
haven't seen that one either.
It's a fun hang.
It's pretty good.
It looked good.
I like Ryan Gosling's character in it.
Yeah.
He's just like always like.
Yeah, I like Ryan Gosling about everything he's in.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So,
yeah, he's serious,
top-notch.
funny.
What's your favorite
Handsome.
Ryan Gosling? Well, I guess Nice Guys.
Nice Guys, or I like Blade Runner,
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
2049.
but
So good.
also
La La Land.
La La Land.
Oh,
That's
that's
high
my.
up there. That's a good one.
Yeah, he had a good thing going there for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in Barbie, which I'm.
We're all stoked for.
My
psyched for.
one of my favorite scenes from 2049 is when he goes into that white room to get tested. Like they test
Yeah.
to see if he's got any human in him or whatever. And it's like all these rapid fire questions. It's so stressful, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the words they use.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have?
Child.
How do you feel? Blink. Like
Anna de Armas. That's my wife.
Yeah.
she brings me joy.
Yeah, robot.
Anyway, so here we are today. We're here to talk about John Wick, specifically Chapter 4, but we can also talk a little bit.
John?
He's here now.
He's here.
Jonathan. We watched. What did we do? We watched 2 and 3 back to back. We didn't watch 1 because everybody but
have time.
Ryan. Ryan, you hadn't seen 1.
Nope.
It's pretty straightforward.
Compared to the other three.
Yeah. And then we watched 4 this past weekend. We watched it in 4D. That was fun.
Yes.
Tristan convinced us to watch in 4D.
Yes.
Was it worth it? We'll find out.
Yes, for
Oh,
me.
okay.
Every time. I mean, I'm not going to hold you guys in suspense.
Yeah.
4D has my money forever.
Why does 4D have your money?
I don't know. It was supposed to be, my wife Jalen said I could go see one 4D movie in my life, so you better make it a good one.
Yeah.
And then I saw Avatar, and I was like, oh, I'll see every movie in 4D. And so I've seen like 4 since in 4D.
Nice. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
I enjoyed it very much.
How would you guys describe John Wick in a nutshell? Go.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm back.
That John Wick has like a quadrilogy, or
Yeah, just like because people like I don't know a lot about John Wick. So what do you explain? How do you explain?
there's not much to learn. Pow pow, punch punch, stab,
Yeah,
For sure.
and then there's some dogs sometimes.
there was a dog that kind of kicked it all off.
Yep.
Right.
And there's
Oh wow, he had that one
dude
loaded.
Snoop's
He
in
ain't
the
barking
house.
anymore, though.
Yeah, it's no longer. Yeah.
There was not a dog. Correct. There's not a dog in the 4th one. Oh, there is.
No,
but
there's
it's
a
not.
dog.
It's not John.
Well, yeah,
No,
it's
no,
not John's.
It's
dog.
that guy who I don't remember his name.
Nobody.
Oh, it's right. Yeah.
Actually,
Checks
there's a
out.
couple. There's 3. Isn't there 3 of them?
Three
dogs?
dogs.
Because it's the girl.
That's 3.
No, that's
That was
Halle Berry.
earlier.
That was John Wick 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Jeez, dude, I get this all mixed up.
Halle Berry.
It's
Yeah.
all
Two
within like
dogs.
a week of itself, so
That's
Dude,
wild.
It almost
seriously,
counts.
like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I love the John Wick quadrilogy. I probably should watch it more than I do.
Yeah.
Soundtrack's awesome. Been listening to that this week.
Oh, nice.
Saved a couple of the songs that have like
Very European.
that has his. They don't. It's not just called John's theme, but it's the 2 that have no. Well, what are they called? I saved them so I could listen to them at ease.
I was really interested to learn about that, and then it didn't happen.
He's like, yeah, man, it's quite the thing.
The two I saved are On the Hunt and Story of Wick, and they're the ones that have like that piano beat.
Yeah.
That's just my favorite
Yeah.
part. It's
Mhm.
so good. There's the only 2 I could find that have that consistently. So
Yeah. So John Wick, he's a retired hitman, right? He's trying to get it. He got out of the game. He has a wife. She dies. Do we know how she dies?
is it not cancer?
Terminal illness.
Yeah.
It's probably cancer, but
Okay.
they don't disclose.
Her name was Helen.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
then she leaves him a dog to take care of, and then he also has a really nice car. And then some gangsters show up and kill his dog and steal his car, and that sends him on a rampage. And that's pretty much.
And then we get 4 movies from that.
And then you think it's pretty straightforward, and then there's all these rules and laws that happen.
The high table.
There's a table.
And there's these little hotels where you can't do business on the grounds. And
Yep. Nope. You can't buy any Snickers.
he gets excommunicado, which means that everybody's out to get him. And then
And
he
that's
has
the
to
plot
fight.
of the 3rd one.
He has to fight the world.
Whole planet.
Yeah.
And then they made another movie after that one.
and Common. He has to
And
fight
Comet.
Common.
And you have to fight Comet. Yeah.
Oh, and Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
And
Batgirl. Batwoman.
that tall guy who sits the bench for the NBA teams.
That's right.
Yep.
Bojan.
Yeah.
Bobin.
Uh,
Boban.
Bogdanovich. Yeah.
Yeah, my
No, that's not Bogdanovich.
You're right. It's
Uh,
Starts with an M, right?
It's Bogdanovich.
Yeah, for
Something.
sure.
Gosh,
Luka Doncic's best friend.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's hilarious. He really is a very
No,
funny
yeah,
There,
he's
guy.
good.
Marjanovic.
There it is.
I'm sorry,
I've
Bohan.
always called him Boban, so I just never Marjanovic. Yeah, he gets got with the library book.
Yeah.
Teach
The
you to read.
first kill of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was 3. Though,
Yep,
right?
that was the
Yeah.
start of 3.
Golly. Why are these movies good? Why would you recommend these movies?
You know, for me, you could just have it on and not like. Sometimes movies have too much plot. There's too much going on. These movies, you can just buckle in and just know you're going to see some intense, awesome action.
Yeah.
And that's good enough for me.
Right.
Yeah, it's just so well done, the action. And Keanu Reeves is like, he just leans into it so
100%,
well.
Yeah.
And I read this thing that he was supposed to have like, I might have been talking to you about it.
Yeah.
He was supposed to have twice as many lines. And then he was like, no, we're not doing that. That's not John.
He had like 37 lines in the fourth one.
Yeah.
He's like,
3 hours long.
Amen.
That's That's why every time he speaks, it's one word.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's a lot of it's really dumb guy fun. That's the way I know to describe it. It's just
That's factual.
it's
Yeah.
violent. It just kind of.
But women can like it too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. She just let the feminists in the room. No, it's a good time. It was a good time.
Do we have a sound for that one?
Yeah. No, right. No. We're good.
You don't want the sound of
Yeah, we know what was coming.
No, yeah, it's just good dumb fun. I do think as the series has progressed, there's been more and more plot, and it does a pretty good job of like towing that. It's been doing a good job of towing that line, and we'll certainly talk a little bit about that here in chapter 4. But it's not. It feels like I don't know many movies that do this kind of reverse engineer it. Like most movie series that are like high volume action, they usually start with a plot and then they lose it as it goes along. Like
Sure.
Fast and Furious is not even about racing cars anymore.
They were just stealing VCRs, man.
It's all about family.
Yeah, and now it's a family.
Dude, Aquaman's after him.
But John Wick's like the opposite. It was like we start off with just a dumb, like violent, like revenge movie, and then it's kind of become like more and more. Like they've just introduced an obscene amount of characters. Not that there's a lot of plot in between them, but there is like there's a storyline here that's introduced. I guess maybe halfway through the second one when you're like, oh, this thing's global.
Yeah, I think after the first one, they're like, oh no, we've got to have
We gotta
more.
do something.
We have something here,
Yeah.
and it's a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So, going with what you said, there's not a lot of movies that like they just build off it as they go. Maybe the new Star Wars trilogy kind of did that a little bit and didn't do it well.
Tried to do it, yeah.
But,
That's a good point. Yeah.
The John Wick, universe. I don't think they had a plan for this thing, and it took off the way it did. In the way that they've executed it to this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the director was just a former stuntman.
Yeah, stunt guy.
Yeah.
Tired of breaking
Was
bones.
he his stuntman at any point? Was that what that was?
I've
or-
never seen him to know
Okay.
if he
Chad
I can look it up.
Stilensky? It's something like
sounds
that.
like a guy that would stunt for Keanu Reeves. But also, I feel like Keanu probably does his own stunts.
I mean, he did. Let me
That's
see
a fair
what some
thought.
of his credits are. But y'all keep talking.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No doubt.
For real.
Yeah, and apparently this. Have you guys seen Nobody? This
Oh, I want
related.
to. Is that Bob
Apparently
Odenkirk?
it's- Yeah, Bob
Gosh,
Odenkirk. I
gotta
love that
see
guy.
that.
He had a heart attack on the set of that.
Oh,
We
wow.
almost lost
Dude,
him.
oh, right.
I'm glad he's okay. I
Yeah.
just learned recently that he wrote the Matt Foldy sketch for Saturday Night Live.
Oh, really?
In a van down by the river. Yeah, Bob Odenkirk wrote that.
I love Bob. He
Dude,
was so good in everything he does.
keeps just skyrocketing
He
in my
sets the
book.
bar. But that Nobody movie he's in is apparently in the same universe as John Wick. Like, that's what I've heard.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
So I don't know if somebody's just like, yeah, man, it's really violent. So I could
It's
see how
like
it
John
connects.
Wick.
Yeah, but apparently he was like one of the adjudicators because he's like an audit or was a
Dude.
former audit, so he was an adjudicator.
That's pretty sweet.
So I don't know what that was connecting to, other than the idea of them just building on this story that they have and like creating a whole universe
Sure.
around it. It's like it's pretty incredible.
And now they're working on the Continental series, which is going to be set
About
when
the hotel.
Winston's a younger man.
Yeah,
So he was Neo's stunt, or he was Keanu's stunt double in The Matrix.
Very
and
cool.
Then, and then he was the stunt coordinator for the other two. and then since then he's done like stunt coordinating. Sounds like he's just been like the one that's been doing that for like XXX, Day of the Union, V for Vendetta, 300.
Oh wow.
He's stunt coordinator for Rambo, the 2008.
This man's been a stuntman one time, and they said you're the best in the world at
X-Men
this.
Origins. Well, I think he was like a stunt. He was a double, and then he worked his way up.
Yeah.
And so right before like Matrix was like one of his last movies doing like an actual double for Neo, and then he did The Expendables, Tron Legacy, Spy Kids 4. He did stunts.
Such a good movie. Stunts were impeccable.
In the fourth one?
Yeah.
Red
Was that the
2.
roller coaster one?
I didn't see the fourth one. I don't know.
Yeah, neither did I. For
Yeah,
sure.
that's the roller coaster.
Perhaps his most highest profile after Earth. Anyway, so
Marty's least favorite movie of all time.
I remember seeing that in the theater and thinking it was going to be an awesome movie. And we got there.
Yep.
And I was like, oh no.
It's legitimately one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I claim it as my least favorite because it was bad, and also I did have expectations for it.
you
Yeah.
can see their lack of chemistry as a father-son.
Yeah.
But it's probably also on us because we were like, what, 14, 15 when that came out?
Yeah, how about
Wait,
that?
hold on. Are you gonna start like taking blame for stuff when you were 14 for other people?
Well, I'm just saying that, no, for having expectations for the movie.
Oh yeah. You're
For
like
being good.
Will, that's on me.
Yeah.
I was 14. I didn't know.
That's
Exactly.
true.
For
Right
sure.
now, I could probably look at that trailer and be like,
Yeah.
Although, no, probably not, because that.
65?
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I was gonna say 65,
Yeah, dude,
and I'm
I was
sold.
in.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
sold.
in on it. When the dinosaur shows up in the background of the trailer, I was like, oh, it's a dinosaur.
Yeah, so never
Welcome
mind.
to our After Earth episode of Three Dudes.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Dude, we could do episodes on our least favorite movies.
Oh yeah. Oh well. That we've seen.
What that
Yeah.
we'd have to rewatch them.
I like the idea of doing our least favorite movies that we've never seen. That feels like we should
Yeah.
do that.
Like
I just know
we
I
have
would
to
hate
guess.
it. I know
I have
would
the
hate it.
perfect sound effect for that one.
That's a car turning over.
Yeah.
Trying to turn over.
All right.
Yeah.
No, you should do that whenever we struggle to get the conversation going.
Uh,
It's almost there.
John.
So John Wick Chapter 4, starring obviously Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Ian McShane, Lance Reddick. Was this Lance Reddick's last one?
I think this
I believe
well,
so.
For
Well-
sure. He's not going to be the next one.
Last movie. Last movie to be released. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I asked the same thing about Ray Liotta. with
Probably
Cocaine Bear, but
not.
Bill Skarsgård.
I could see him having been in one or
Donnie
two
Yen.
more things
It
that
did
just
feel
aren't out
close.
yet.
Yeah,
But-
probably. Donnie Yen. Who else?
Who's
Anyway.
not blind
Yeah, he's not blind.
But he plays a blind guy all the time.
yeah,
in everything.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
How did this man get typecast like
We were
this?
talking about it last night, and you were like looking it up. You're like, "Why is Donnie Yen playing a blind guy?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's pretty tough to play a blind guy." It's like, oh yeah, I can't imagine. how
He's
they
the
do
only
it.
guy who can do it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, that's a tough role. Like, hey, can you come and be blind? I want to use my eyes, actually. I don't want to wear sunglasses every time.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's a large cast, right? There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yep.
Um,
Every movie they introduce characters
yeah.
at a pretty rapid pace,
Mm-hmm.
but
Facts.
it's somehow still not too overwhelming.
No, because they die.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about them and follow that thread.
Yeah, it's
Nobody
instant
surviving the
replacement.
fourth one is a miracle in itself.
No. And
Nobody survives.
Clancy
Yes,
Brown.
he does.
You forgot about
Nobody
Clancy
I said
Brown.
Clancy
Mr.
Brown.
Cr-
Clancy Brown?
Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah,
it.
nobody
Thanks, Ryan.
survives it.
Mr.
Thanks,
Also,
Ryan.
Clancy Brown.
Dude,
was
yeah,
there.
Mr.
Yeah.
Krabs is in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mr.
Dude,
Krabs.
what's his?
Hadley from Shawshank.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I
plays
couldn't
that.
remember his name from Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I wonder if
it's a
they did
game.
that on
It's a game.
purpose.
Oh,
Marty.
played it either. Never played it.
Was that
I
Ryan?
wonder if they did that on purpose.
Mr. Krabs?
No, the nobody character.
Oh.
If they titled him Nobody, so that you got to the end of the movie and you could tell people nobody survives.
Oh,
That's actually
yeah.
pretty good.
That's a deep thought. What's his name?
Wait. It's Tracker. Shamir Anderson.
No, that's what he does.
He was a tracker, but by the end they're calling him Nobody.
Can
Well, that's
you
what
see
he told
he's
everybody
been
his name was.
Oh, okay.
Can you click on him? Because I recognize that dude, and I just could not tell from what.
I agree. Let's see, John Wick. Man, all right. I'm just gonna read these, and you let me know.
All right.
Bruiser,
Oh yeah.
a lot of nothing.
No clue.
Awake,
Nope.
Stowaway,
Nope.
Bruised,
Nope.
Son of
Bruiser
the South,
and Bruised.
Son of the South,
Nope.
Endings, Beginnings.
Mm-mm.
There's another one that I can't say. City of Lies, Destroyer. I don't.
No, never mind, man.
None
That's
of
not-
these. But I know what you mean. Like I've seen him. Have you seen Race about Jesse Owens?
No.
All right.
Oh, I did want to see that. I've been
I have
seeing.
not
I've been
seen
seeing.
that movie.
I've been seeing clips
Constantine?
about it.
No, wasn't that?
Wait, he was in
The
what?
There's wait.
The animated show?
No, it's the live.
That's
action.
where he looks familiar from.
Live action on NBC. The live action.
Constantine?
No.
Yeah.
There was a live action Constantine.
I
Yeah.
thought he'd been in something like
Degrassi,
HBO or
the
something.
Next Generation.
No, that's Drake. Or was he the previous generation?
Drake's the only guy in Degrassi.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
that
so
boring.
weird. Where would I have seen it? Because I definitely recognize him.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah, that's tough.
I like his dog.
Well, he's up and coming. How old is he?
Can I guess?
Sure.
33.
That's what I would have thought.
Every actor you've never seen before is
33 is a pretty
31.
dude. That's what Ryan said.
Did you really?
No, he did not.
Oh.
Just putting words in his mouth
Yeah, for sure.
like a good friend.
So about this movie specifically,
Yeah.
what are some things that what are some things you guys like?
Ryan?
There's a lot of action.
There was a lot of action.
It was
Oh,
up
man.
tempo.
Yeah.
So
It-
good.
The pace kept moving, even though it was a 3-hour long movie.
Mhm.
Aside from the 4D experience, it felt like it was fairly short.
That's true.
Well, this movie just has 30-minute action sequences.
Yeah.
Like, you'll have one sequence that's the epitome of what was a lot of action for, like, a 90s movie.
Yeah.
Like, other than, like, Kill Bill, like, one scene in this movie tops most, like,
Yeah.
action movies of what would have been similar caliber 20 years ago.
It is a little bit of a throwback. It feels good.
I love it. And, of course, have to give the biggest shout-out to what might be the new epitome of scenes in action movies. The top-down
Oh my goodness.
Miami,
Oh, geez.
yeah,
Hotline Miami.
Hotline Miami,
Oh,
Enter the
jeez, dude.
Gungeon,
That was
the
so,
fire shotgun.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That scene alone made the movie. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Oh, the fire shotgun was such a good addition.
Yeah.
But it does such a good job of making every location a scene. It's very impressive. The scene at the Ark where they're just fighting in a circle the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's just cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how-
Set design
it's so
is so
unique.
beautiful.
It is.
Yeah. They use it.
And then I wanted to give a shout out to the cinematography. Just a couple of those stills, man. Like him on top of the Osaka Continental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
it's
the
so
red
pretty.
stripe building
and the apple blossom. Yeah, dude. It was
so good. Yeah. So,
I was like, that's a screenshot.
dude, honestly, I was like, that could be my Facebook banner photo right now.
Could you imagine, but you standing there, just not looking like John Wick.
Just poorly photoshopped, just trying to do the same position, but like you're at a different angle.
Yeah, it felt like, we got a little bit of everything when it comes to this movie. Like the very beginning of it, we're like in the desert. Like it feels like a Western for
Yeah.
5-10 minutes of the movie. And then, we pivot to, meeting the bad guy and that grand, scene that is and
man,
all the
just the
repercussions that come with
Biggest mansions in the world.
Yeah.
saving John Wick. Also, like, I know they have a ton of money, but none of their stuff is like ever updated. And I get that you're in this grand mansion or
Oh, right.
castle or whatever,
Yeah.
but like, I don't want to live around that stuff. I want like, 80-inch TV to look at.
Oh, so you don't like the vintage?
No. I just think if you have that much money, like, why are you? Well, I guess they're spending on like bulletproof suits, but like, I just don't get why. Like, there's not
$80,000
more, like,
tailored suits.
Yeah.
entertainment. Like the coolest house in that place was John's, and they blew it up in the second movie.
So
Winston, I could see Winston just being like, "Do you not see? I got a whole armory, dude. I don't have time for direct TV."
Exactly, that's facts, dude. That's
Dude, I got
facts.
DVR though.
Yeah.
the YouTuber Hacksmiths,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys saw his video recently, but he put one out. He built a John Wick suit.
Oh, really?
really?
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that. Yeah.
They figured out the right combination of Kevlar lining, and they managed to get a suit jacket and a vest jacket that could stop a. I know it was definitely the 9mm, and they had something else they were shooting. I don't remember
Is
what it
that
was.
what he said when he
Oh.
was wearing it? They're like, "Does this stop at 9mm?" Definitely. All right.
Yeah, it's tough. Did you watch them test it?
Yeah, you
Yeah, the whole YouTube video's there.
So he
Was
put it on and they shot
somebody
him.
watching? Was somebody wearing it?
They had it on a dummy.
See, I
Who
don't
was
believe
it?
it.
Who was it?
It was the dummy. It was me. I was the dummy.
Stupid joke. I'm sorry.
It was a
guys.
good one.
Wait, okay, so did it hurt the dummy?
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
so if you get
when
shot,
you fell from heaven.
so the velocity is still there, but you
God,
lose
that
the
would hurt
impact. You lose
so
the
bad.
the penetration of the bullet. Is what the Kevlar stops.
That's
It doesn't
deep.
stop the.
The blunt force.
The blunt
trauma.
force.
God, that would still
So you can
hurt
still break a
bad.
rib.
Yeah.
So John's got about All of his ribs are broken.
Yeah.
Multiple fractures.
Probably stopped his heart.
Also, every movie he falls
Couple
off.
concussions.
He falls off of a very high something and hits something on the way down.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't
that's
kill
to
him?
stop. Yeah, exactly. That's to just break his back a little
And
bit.
I'm pretty confident he would still be dead every time.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Oh, man.
Wait, but what they were
Maybe not
doing?
dead, but
they were
almost.
holding up the their suits. Would that stop it any?
oh,
Theoretically,
they
that
catch it?
might. I don't know
I would
because if
not
you're
like to
holding
do
it,
that.
you figure it's going to flap.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's
if
what
it
I
hits
would
it, but
not-
it would lose some of the impact because of flapping. So maybe I don't know.
Maybe it's like a BB gun at that point.
sure.
I mean, they're all
what it
shooting.
looks
I
like.
mean, they're basically all shooting 9mm at each other for the
Yeah.
most part.
Well,
So
just take the whole thing off, just like Toro.
Yeah.
this is the richest organization on the planet. You guys can't afford a few magnums or something.
yeah. Well,
No, I think they can. I think they choose to shoot those.
I think there probably are some rules. Like if they were like able to actually like with a 50 cal or something, they'd be like, no, that's against the rules of the high tape.
And
See,
without
if they-
rules, we are the animals.
if they didn't all shoot the same thing, then John Wick couldn't just pick the ammo up and load his gun.
True.
That's true.
That's true.
Dude,
That's true.
I love the scenes where he just
Poking
kills
holes in the
someone
plot.
and you just get 5 seconds of him reloading, and he's not like even taking cover or anything.
Nah,
He's just like,
chilling.
Yeah, no, you know he's got the Lord on his side.
Yeah, man. He went to church. He went to
Yeah,
church a
for
couple
sure.
times. in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
movie.
Got branded at one of them.
Yeah. That's a good sermon illustration. This is who we are in Christ. We're branded.
Yeah,
Just like
that's
John
right.
Wick got branded.
For sure. Salute.
I think we did with any of these movies. This one we mentioned The Accountant, like just how
Love The
choreographed the scenes are. Like it doesn't feel. I'd say it feels grounded. That doesn't necessarily mean like it's realistic, but it definitely is like grounded. Like they took into account how is this going to look cinematically, like you mentioned earlier. It's like just the way that the camera movement and the way that controls kind of how you're feeling, how you're
So
taking
impressive.
in the action. You would think that is that should be in every movie. Like you think that they would think those things through, but it's not. Like if you
No.
watch, and that's why I think it feels so, like you mentioned, so 90s, because it's like that's not a thing that happens anymore.
yeah. I
just
think,
kinda-
I bet part of that is because the director is, clearly was a stunt coordinator for the last
Right.
25 years.
Yeah,
And so, like, his first line of thinking is going to be how someone moves in retrospect
Yeah.
to the camera.
right.
Like, that's just probably where his mind has to go first.
Yeah.
And so, because of that, he can start there and then place the pieces.
Right.
And that probably really adds a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas other people are just thinking of, like, vision.
Well, we're so used to the like the Marvel action sequences where there are a lot of quick.
Where it's all
cuts.
CGI.
Well, a lot of but before that,
Yeah.
I think they've gone a little off the rails with the CG. But where it's like a lot of fast cuts, a lot of hand.
That's
action,
true.
It's like not a lot of. You don't get a lot of time in each shot.
You don't.
So we're kind of used to that. We're kind of tuned to that. Where this is totally different. It's like no, it's going to hold this shot while they're going through this sequence rather than cutting it through.
That's a good thought. That's why I love Shang-Chi
It's
so
more
much.
sustained.
Like, Shang-Chi had action scenes.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you think about the Avengers movies, like, we get these whole battle scenes,
Yeah,
but
it's
we don't
fast.
spend any time
You have no
in
clue
any
who's
moment.
fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not true. Whenever they do those girl power scenes, we get
Yeah,
those
you're
for a
right.
minute.
That's true.
you're right. They do hold
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
And we did get Thanos and the Hulk.
Oh gosh, women hate us now.
Yeah, dude, I was just They need
You're
it.
totally right. That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
took
Yeah,
the
they
moment.
need it.
Yeah.
They need it.
That got a moment. You're right.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's moments. And it's like Shang-Chi, like, it wasn't just moments. Like, they had full-fledged scenes dedicated to literally punching.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's refreshing.
Love that.
God, that was a pumpkin.
Yeah.
That was Superman punching somebody.
Dude, I've been playing through Resident Evil 4, and they got the merchant on there, and I bought an upgraded rifle, and he said, "This one turns heads into pumpkins, mate. Have fun."
And you're like, all right. Bill Skarsgård, dude. If we do not get some sort of explicit content label, I don't know what will. I mean, I do know what will. I just don't want to do it. Bill Skarsgård. How did
Yeah.
do you guys like him?
Yeah, I can't not see him as Pennywise when I look at him.
Yeah, dude.
And you can see it in his lips.
It
Yeah.
does
Like
his lip.
And when he laughed during the movie, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It's
I
scary.
don't care how
Where's
French
Michael?
you're trying to be.
Where's Michael?
We gotta get out of here. Yeah, he's scary.
They all float.
yeah, but yeah, he's good.
Didn't realize he was 6'5".
Oh yeah,
Oh, really?
dude.
Is he that big?
He's 6'4". Yeah, he's tall. Like he made Ian McShane look real small.
I just figured he was real small.
He might be, but
He's probably like 5'10", 5'9".
Yeah. No, he was good though. I mean, his villain was probably like the worst villain in the series so far, I think.
Oh, you think so?
Just like I don't know. I don't know. That's a hot take.
Yeah, I think there's
Ian McShane is 5'7",
okay,
Yeah.
he's
but
not
boy did it show.
very tall. Yeah, there's probably some merit to that. Just when you think of what the other villains truthfully accomplished, this man does not accomplish much.
Yeah, like they took action in the other movies.
Yeah.
To try
But
to,
name the other villains though.
I couldn't name him.
Bill Skarsgård, he's Pennywise, dude. We
Oh,
just talked about.
no. I thought you were talking about his character in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't name his character.
Marquis, he's the Marquis.
That's
There you
true.
go. There
That's
it
true.
is.
He's the
No,
marquee.
yeah, but
Yeah, I
no. I mean, name the other, like, who are the bad guys in
Well,
the other
that was the other
Ruby
point I
Rose?
was going to bring up. Is like
No, okay, so no. Bill Skarsgård is the mastermind. Like so his guy would be Donnie Yen's character. Like Ruby Rose would be like Donnie Yen in that situation. So who is Ruby Rose's?
the brother, the
you
Italian guy.
No, that's a sec. Oh, is she in the second one?
Yeah, she's the second one.
I guess who is the bad guy in the third one? Just the high table and everybody? I
I don't know.
think it's just the high table, right?
It's the whole planet.
All right, so
Yeah.
one movie there's not a central boogeyman.
It's just everybody. Well, he is the boogeyman.
yeah,
John
that's
is.
true. John's the
That's true.
boogeyman. So there's a bunch of boogeyman hunters.
The boogeyman is here.
Get that sound effect.
Baba Yaga.
I think that I will say this. This one felt like Skarsgård's character was an intentional effort to recognize he's the bad guy and like elevate him to recognizable status. They took more care to do that than they did in the other three.
For sure.
You know.
That's a good point. Yeah, especially considering third one doesn't have one of those guys.
With that being said, there are a lot of bad guys in this movie.
Yeah, you could even make the argument that John's a bad guy.
Oh, dude, way to flip it. That's
Yeah.
great. That's
Whoa.
meta. That's meta,
Spin
dude.
zone.
yeah.
That's true. The table's just trying to get stuff done, man.
That's what
Yeah.
I say about Avengers Endgame. I go, really, it's a Thanos movie, or Infinity War at least is a Thanos. It's a movie about Thanos, and Avengers are the bad people. Go watch it. Anyway, so
if you don't watch Endgame, you can say that the good guy won.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, and he went and retired in Nebraska or wherever they found him.
A whole planet Nebraska.
Yeah.
Pretty
Thor
much though, right?
Thor
Like,
went go sooner, boomer sooner, and then cut his head off. Anyway, so I liked his character. I think I liked his energy. I liked his vibe.
that was my
Yeah.
favorite part of him, just his aura. Like,
Yeah, like when he made Nobody, like
Oh.
basically swear to me.
yeah.
That
He
was,
he needed that moment.
Yeah,
his
exactly.
character really needed
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, I closed my eyes for that. I didn't watch the scene.
Yeah, it
I
hurt.
understand.
And I just, I'm thinking it hurt.
He said, "Owie."
I want to put this out there. I don't think the character was bad. Like,
Nah, dude, I
enjoyed him,
You were like, I'd rather.
but
go watch
I
Pennywise.
enjoyed like the other people just being like the bad guys in the other movies were like terrified of John, and there's just something about that I like.
Oh, you thought this
He
guy was a
did-
tad
he-
cocky?
Yeah, he was. He
He
was. Like
was.
he threw the phone across the room, and he's like getting upset. He's like, "Give me the other phone."
Yeah,
And it did, especially when they go to settle like the duel.
Mm-hmm.
He was very cocky. I think that was kind of the thing that who was it that was explaining it to him? Was it Winston that was like, you're young, you're disposable, like they're just getting another one, like you don't understand.
Yeah, he said something along the lines of like,
He is a
the
young
the
guy.
arrogant
Yeah.
don't realize how disposable they are.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, so he's like a young guy who doesn't quite grasp who
Yep.
he's facing.
And that spoiler, but y'all know that by now,
He's
is how he goes.
he's not gonna be in John
yeah.
Wick 5. Of course, I don't know that anybody will be. So
That's true. Nobody might be. He's
Yeah.
still around.
yeah, nobody for real. And if that quote wasn't the right quote, Marty, it's a good quote.
that's
Thanks.
good, dude.
I just want you to know
That's
it was
good,
good.
dude.
It moved me.
The
should
arrogant
never-
are disposable.
Yeah.
But you gotta say, The arrogant and disposable Batman.
You're a big guy.
Is that the Riddler?
No.
Yeah, I never heard. Justice prevailing. Yeah, they said the truth will set you free.
And I also don't think we've talked enough about that 500-pound man.
I was
The
going to
poker
look him
scene.
up.
Oh,
I was
dude,
gonna
he
look
was-
German. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get more coffee. Y'all keep talking.
Sure. Do you want to give me some? Thank you.
Right on.
Yeah. Well, you bring him up. Why do you bring him up? Because I agree. He was.
To me, that was like that scene was maybe my favorite John Wick
Just
scene
overall,
in the whole universe. Just
dude.
everything that is, and his energy that he brings to the character.
With his teeth and.
Just everything. The way, like, how he's a physical actor, and it's not just his words and the way he's saying things, but also just the way he uses his whole body. Now, I don't think that's actually him. Like, his body, I think he was wearing a
Oh
pretty
yeah, his
significant
suit is large.
fat suit, kind of like Brendan Fraser in The Whale.
Yeah.
I
Which I still haven't seen. Really would like to.
don't know if I heard it's a tearjerker. But anyways, that scene to me is like
Thank you.
the
I have
whole
coffee now.
the whole movie for me.
Wait, which one? Sorry, I walked away.
Like the poker scene and just
Yeah.
the way that all
It was a good regroup.
Mhm.
Whenever they sat down at the table and he's explaining it, and you kind of just pan to his characters. That for me was an aha moment of like, oh, all of these characters have just been introduced, and they're still here, because I think they did, and this might be, I don't know, ask you guys' opinions on this, but as far as screen time for everybody, I think they did a pretty good job of balancing it, but at the same time, I think that poker scene was very important to bring them all together, and that was going. It was like
cool.
a transition into the next
Mhm.
half of the movie or whatever.
That's true because we really haven't seen. Correct me if I'm wrong. We really don't have another moment like that in all of John Wick. Like other than maybe like, what comes to mind, the closest thing might be in the Continental with Common.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it being more than one person just really like they've already spent so much time adding scale to everything, but now they somehow have added scale to this rogues gallery, I want to call it,
Yeah, exactly.
And with like how ruthless they all are.
Right.
To just
Yeah,
be
they're
like,
all the best. All four of those
It's
guys
so
are the
different.
best at what they
So
do.
different.
and just being like they could have offed John right there. Donnie Yen.
Yeah, there weren't rules in that place.
And nobody. They could have just offed him and been done with it. But to play the game and then just watch the way everything breaks out after that, it's like there's an understanding of like, yeah, we're all here.
Right.
And
I'm thinking we're here.
yeah.
I don't necessarily like the way that he fixed the game at the end. Where it's like 5 of a kind.
Yeah, but
You're like, that was,
it
like,
was just
stupid.
straight up
It was
impossible.
so stupid. It was.
But I did like the way that John took the dude's ear off with a card.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just sliced him. Yeah, I really like that scene. I just thought that was going to be a moment that was going to be more clever than that. Like he's like that, and then Kane is just like he's like it's 5 of a kind, isn't it? And they're like, yeah, it is.
he goes, I knew you'd cheat. He says
It was
that.
like, why did we sit down?
Yeah, Donnie, we all knew that.
Yeah. That's. I'm trying to look up that guy, his name and his character, but I cannot.
Is it Petra?
John Wick. Well, he was definitely German.
I thought it was
right?
Big Fat Stooge.
It's German. Killa Harkin is Scott Adkins as the head of the
Wait,
German.
that's from Dune, right?
No, that's Harkonnen.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My bad.
The head of
call,
the,
though.
He's the head of the German table.
That was
They
cool.
made Kila. All right.
Were they in Germany for that? Yeah, they were in Berlin.
Oh, dude. Yeah, this guy definitely had a fat suit on.
Oh yeah, he's a skinny guy. Is that Max Kellerman?
That does look like Max Kellerman. He was in Doctor Strange? Or was he just at the premiere?
Who does he? Let me see what else he's in.
Zombie Strange. That's who he plays.
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Nah, he was just at the premiere.
Okay.
Man, that's interesting.
Dude, I'll vibe with you. That scene was up there for me too. Because all the poker stuff was fun.
Yeah.
But then I feel like fighting in clubs can be so hit or miss.
Yeah.
Because every action movie has a club scene. And I think... I'm trying to think what other club scenes there are in John Wick.
I mean, they have one in every movie.
I think they do.
Yeah, and
This
they
was
never
definitely-
miss.
Definitely the
Yeah.
best one though.
Yeah,
Like
for
I
sure.
think maybe it was the additives of the water, like making
was
it look like
cool,
it's
like the
raining, but it's
waterfall.
inside. Like
Yeah.
that was sweet.
It's this one or it's in the second one at that concert.
Yes,
Like
the
I said, at
concert.
that club scene.
Yeah.
Like they are
Yeah.
for me.
Well, they
like,
are because this one's also out. It goes outside,
Mhm.
like the one from Chapter
Yeah.
or
So
John
cool.
Wick 2.
And like nobody ever notices. There's like, how does nobody catch? I know they're all like professionals and the best of what they do.
Yeah.
But nobody catches a stray ever. Like,
That's true. That's true.
Dude,
I
they're
don't get
Germans,
that
man.
part.
They're just vibing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, John
Dude.
Wick.
And no one's running away. There's someone just
Yeah.
being
They're like,
beaten to
Well,
death on the ground in
well,
front of them.
That's facts. Like, I get the shooting to a degree because it's like it's so loud in there. Like, what's going on
Yeah.
with that? But like at some point, you got to know, like, hey, that wasn't a dance off.
Yeah, that guy was dragging John by his tie upstairs.
I've always thought it was kind of intentional. Like it was kind of making a point that
Yeah.
they're not phased by it. Like
Mhm.
everybody's in on it. Like everybody knows
That's
the
true.
German table. Like this is
Mhm.
especially because this is their hangout. This is his club. So like they probably see that. Like I think it not that it's real. It's not realistic, but I think it's overdone. Like
They're
artistically.
like, Scott Atkins is at it again.
Yeah,
And like the only time they run away is when that dude falls off.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the scene.
yeah.
When he
yeah.
crushes his dome, and they're like,
Oh,
"Oh,
no.
this is real
Yeah.
life."
New management.
But then
We gotta get out of here.
but then people ran away that time.
Yeah,
They didn't in the second one.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
And then
That's funny.
and then the stair scene that kind of comes, it
Towards
leads up
the end?
to that. Yeah. Where it's probably about 35 minutes later.
Yeah.
In the movie, where I was telling Jake about this last night. I was talking to somebody about the movie, and he's like, "Yeah, I just thought that was hokey."
Yeah.
And like,
The stair scene?
yeah, and we didn't get it when he gets to the top and falls back down.
Right.
You thought it was hokey?
No.
no,
Somebody I was
sorry,
talking to.
sorry.
Okay.
And then I had to explain to him, I was like, no, that's comedy in John Wick.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that is hilarious that he does all this, gets to the top,
Right.
and then gets kicked down by some stooge.
Yeah.
And he's got to get all the way back to the top with his buddy. And, like, the whole theater while we're there, just everyone goes, no.
Yeah.
That
Like,
was such a-
every
such
single
a-
John,
person.
I need you to get up those stairs in the next 3 minutes. Yeah.
But also, like, I guess we might get into the duel and stuff later.
Yeah.
In that if he doesn't make it there, he
Right.
gets executed.
Right.
Who's doing that? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
We've been trying to execute him for the last 2 weeks.
I leaned over to Marty and said, that.
Exactly.
Like,
Good point.
that's like,
That's a good
they
point.
keep threatening him with murdering him. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he was
That's-
playing with house money. Is all it was. Like,
It's
yeah,
like,
bring
yeah,
it on.
I'm thinking it's fine.
I did enjoy that there was still stakes there though because
Winston's life.
well, and Donnie Yen's daughter,
Oh,
like
yeah.
because you know if he
That's
doesn't
what
make
pinned
it up
him-
there,
Yeah, pinned him against each other. But I think it was fun that he goes, like, Donnie Yen goes and helps him up the stair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's important too. Like, yeah, I get where you might say, like, man, it's so dumb. And it's like, yeah, but that was actually a moment of Donnie Yen saying, no, I want you here.
Yeah.
Like, we have a plan,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
and that plan was beautiful.
It was great. Yeah, the duel
Could have been executed a little better, I think.
I think it was done in the way that Keanu Reeves probably would have wanted.
Yeah. So should we talk about the duel?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
and all
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
we're
one enters
We're
these.
spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Not that we
should have said
ever
this in the
warn them.
beginning.
You say no
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's like we have first time listeners, and then they go, "You're supposed to warn us." Like,
Why are you
should-
listening to an
guys.
episode of a movie that came out 5 days
We
ago
should
if you haven't
call-
seen it yet?
That's
We
on
should-
you if you haven't seen it.
We should call it "Four Dudes in a Movie" spoiler cast,
Yeah, for sure.
and then talk about movies that are 20 years old.
I'm down for that.
This
All right.
Nate Bargatze's Sixth Sense joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I was planning on going to watch it tonight, actually.
But so basically, they make this. I don't even know how to break it down. They find this loophole in him being excommunicated.
It's like it's like any fantasy, Game of Thrones, anything like that. They're like you can do trial by combat,
Yeah.
and you can nominate a champion. Basically,
Yeah.
if you've ever watched any like high
Yep.
fantasy like political drama like it's that.
Yeah, and so basically they come to terms and they have a duel. And I was telling Jacob this last night too. Jacob and I had a pre-meeting, obviously, about all this.
We had a pre-podcast podcast.
Yeah.
At like midnight after basketball.
You could tell it was about midnight. You could tell.
Yeah, I left at 11:45. So
Yeah, we left at 12:30. Hey, that's not important.
Dude,
So-
listeners are punching the air right now.
They're like,
"Ah, too speed.
where-
We got to get there.
where.
oh, and do you remember from last night?
Got him. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Here we go. Get back on the rails. The duel. We're in the writer's room. We were talking about earlier how they've created this whole universe. And I picture them in the writer's room together like, dude, what are we going to do at the end of this? And some intern or somebody's like, I'm in a pretty big Hamilton kick right now. Like, I don't know if you guys know the story of Alexander
Have you guys
Hamilton.
been watching this Hamilton lately?
Have you ever heard of it? To where they just decide they're going to do that. Minus, the music and all that.
Of course. Yeah,
I'm sure there wasn't any of that back when he actually got popped, but
when he got popped.
But yeah,
well,
that's kind of what it
you
felt
just
like.
spoiled that Alexander Hamilton's dead.
Yeah, he's gone.
I think it's also pretty similar to how John Wick goes. I'm gonna look that up, but keep talking.
What do you mean how John Wick goes?
Like,
his-
keep talking.
Like his literal death.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, of course.
He's
yeah.
only.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's shot in like the same spot.
Yeah.
Alexander gets shot in the side.
And it was kind of a warning. Like Aaron Burr shot him. It was sort of supposed to be a warning shot, but it was in an accident.
Well, no, not exactly.
So Aaron Burr shot John Wick.
So Hamilton allegedly.
Okay, is this based off the play?
No, this is based off actual
All
history.
right.
This is based off the History Channel.
Okay.
Points his gun to the sky like they say in the show, but it's more like kind of above his head, not like straight up, right? So it's more like above his head, shoots the tree behind him. Aaron Burr's whole thing when he showed up was Alex was wearing his glasses.
Oh.
And I'm probably getting this way wrong and someone's punching the air.
Yeah.
But when he saw him in the glasses, he then thought like, oh no, this is for real. And he's going to shoot to kill.
Oh.
And so then Burr was like, no, you're going to die. And it's not going to be me. But
It's
then
a tough
Hamilton,
day to wear glasses. Should have wore contacts.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's kind of how that goes. But I think John gets shot in about the same spot
Yeah.
that Hamilton gets shot in. If he was shooting a warning shot and he hit him where he hit him,
That's tough.
I mean, you really did have pretty poor aim.
No! Well, I mean, he'd be like, dude, I'm blind. What do you want me to do?
He literally... Oh, I'm talking about Burr right now.
Okay.
You literally could have shot anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere and not hit him. And you still...
Yeah, these little, the pistols were a little...
Yeah, aiming to the right. And it's like, I don't know what happened in the curve of the bullet.
He just
Yeah.
curved the bullet.
So,
Anyway, John Wick.
they have a duel.
This
They pull out the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and the duel discs.
Yeah, they do.
Have a duel.
They do.
Loser goes to the Shadow Realm.
Did you guys understand what was happening there?
No idea.
What do you mean?
Like that whole the card playing, like they were. It's not really playing cards, but they were.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where they're like, well, I say sunrise, and they flip the card. Yeah.
So they were basically they were throwing out like, all right, here's what we're going to decide, like time of day.
I figured it out and understood it.
Yeah. So they go.
brain.
Each person
Not
goes,
me.
hey, this is what I want to do. I want to do this at sunset. Flips it over 11, and then he's like, no, I want to do it first thing in the morning. Flips it over 23. So then he's the one that he has the higher number. So then it's him.
Oh, so we are just playing Yu-Gi-Oh over
Yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bigger
For sure.
number, you lose life points.
Yeah, yeah,
It's basically the card game War,
yeah, exactly.
essentially,
Yeah.
except there's
So
I'm sticking with Yu-Gi-Oh.
So Skarsgård
Spell and
says,
trap cards.
he says like blades, or
Yeah, blades.
and then he puts in like 14.
Oh.
And then John Wick's like pistols.
Pistols.
And he puts in, like,
75. Yeah.
yeah. Which would have been interesting if you had a duel with Kane with blades. How you think that would have gone? I think that's important because you can't fake that.
No.
Yeah,
I-
they wouldn't be able to.
I think anything besides pistols, their plan doesn't work.
Yeah, and I wish I wanted to see what blades looked like in a duel.
You think like you think Clancy Brown's character's like has the blades like, all right, never mind. And puts
Yeah.
blades. Wait, let me look at those. I want to imagine.
Yeah, no, I don't even understand how that would work because like
It's probably just katanas.
you just fight like
Yeah, sword fight.
Black Panther when he.
Yeah.
Probably straight up. Yeah,
the
just
water.
get in the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was picturing like each take like turns slicing each other, and I'm like, just go
Oh,
for the neck.
I think I
Where are you going next? I'm gonna go left shoulder.
don't think they keep the showdown method.
They go 10 paces and turn around
Draw.
and throw your sword.
They're throwing swords 50 yards away from each other, and he goes, "Scoot in, dude. You can't do it."
Bring it in a little bit.
We didn't say anything about paces for this. Like,
Nobody's at the bottom of the stairs
They're
like,
like-
what is
They,
going
they
on?
flip a card. He's like, darts. And it's like just throwing darts at each other from across the way.
Yeah, like
Paintball.
what else could he have
Colin
said?
Farrell shows up from Daredevil
Archery?
with the bullseye on his head.
Archery.
Archery? Ah, that would have been
That actually would have
That'd
been
have
fun.
been sick.
Although it still wouldn't have worked because you'd see the arrow.
Yeah.
But we got that one
'Cause
kill.
the whole reason
at
it worked is
the Osaka
because-
Hotel.
You can't see the bullet inside the gun. That's the only reason why it worked.
Oh, yeah. You can't fake that either.
Yeah,
you go,
dude.
wind, and then shoot him.
I do not think of this stuff when I'm watching it at all. Like, yeah, for sure. No, I can't see a bullet when it's shot. That
Yeah.
checks out.
But you mean, Brian, you mean in the barrel, right?
Yeah.
You can't
well, I
fake
mean,
it. You
either-
can't fake
like,
it to kill.
You're not going to see it
Yeah,
fly. Like if it doesn't hit anything, you're not
I
going to
sure
see it.
can.
the ruse to
I'm
kill
kidding.
Skarsgård's character is very great.
It was.
great.
It was. I do want to shout out just because we mentioned archery, that kill at the Osaka Hotel where the guy's leg
dude.
gets pinned up and his
Yes.
body
Oh,
drops.
He's like,
yes.
"Ah!" That was sick.
That was disgusting.
That was a great scene.
Yeah.
That was great. Shout out to that guy.
The Osaka
Yeah.
Hotel was great.
Yeah.
And so, should we before we rank, should we discuss the post credit scene and going
Yeah.
back to the Osaka Hotel a little bit?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I forget the gentleman who played Akira. I remember her name's Akira because there's a
Oh, yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah,
movie,
he's in
but
Bullet Train.
anime movie. He is in Bullet Train. That's
I
right.
like him a lot.
He's great.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Sure.
Was that his name in the movie or was that his name?
Shimazu is the name of the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Shimazu.
So he's terrific. Like he was just as fun as Donnie Yen in this.
His daughter's Akira.
Yep, I remember that because of the movie Akira.
Yeah, right.
Something as the movie moves on, that's interesting to see, which kind of goes off what you're talking about a little bit. Is he's got more friends as it goes on, but
Yeah.
as you're going through, like you met people that were his friends,
Yeah.
but it almost seems like as he is getting more and more successful towards the end, more and more of his friends are actually starting to side with him.
Yeah.
They're like, oh wait, he might be able to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if I'm his friend anyways, or anyone that is like observing anything that's going on, no matter what number the bounty gets to, it's not worth it to me. Like, yeah, I think those guys are all got to be multimillionaires for the hits they do anyways.
Well, I was thinking through what did the guys, all right, so the guys that are on the streets there in Paris, right? They're like working on their cars. It's 24 million. They're like,
Yeah.
I guess we should. And then it goes to 40 million.
Yeah.
And then more guys who are working on their cars are like, 40 million? All right, I can afford it. It's like 16 million was not making the difference for you. You're driving a Kia Soul, dude.
Yeah.
You're not like, it's not like you were like, it's 24.
Well,
Nah.
that goes back to Tristan's comment though before about the way they were living,
Yeah.
like didn't have like the advanced stuff. Like,
Yeah.
No, that's just Paris.
And I also don't think John's cars are that cool. I'm not a muscle car guy, so.
Oh, man.
And he doesn't care about him that much based on the way
well,
he
no, he does not.
So,
Yeah, he rips the doors off of those things in every movie.
yeah.
I think the car fits the man. Like I think
No, yeah.
I think muscle cars. If I drive a muscle car, I don't care for it because I do not look good in it. But if John Wick, Keanu Reeves in a muscle car, I'm like, dude, that is a good looking car.
Yeah, you just got to pull up in a black suit though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I gotta do. And mixed martial arts.
And gun fu.
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were we talking about before that?
Just do any
The
thoughts on the
post-credit
post-credit
scenes.
scene?
Oh, yeah.
So Akira comes back. So Donnie Yen's character Kane is kind of
He has been absolved.
He kills Akira's father.
Doesn't want to.
Doesn't
Begging
want to,
stop.
but he does it anyway. And so then Akira's character, so Donnie Yen's character says, "I'm going to be waiting for you," right? Which, like, what does that mean?
Just means he knew that she was going to try to avenge her father.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Like,
So in the post-credit scene, he's walking up to his daughter with a bouquet of flowers. He's about to go greet her. He's like, "Man, this life's behind me." And then Akira shows up and sneaking up on him, and
With
it
a
cuts.
box cutter.
Yeah, that's true. With a box cutter, which I haven't seen that work out for anybody lately.
but also he can't see.
No, but
But-
he can hear.
But so that's the thing. It's like, is he waiting on her then?
Yeah, I think he
he's
hears it go.
You
You
think
have a
he's-
box cutter noise?
no,
Oh no!
Just do the reload
Yeah.
or the cock. That
So
one.
Alright.
box cutter.
Yeah.
I think he hears that.
Yeah.
There's quite the
and
box
he,
cutter.
like, says,
Spin moves.
or
He
puts the
hits
flowers
circle.
in her face. And
He hits circle real
does
Dude, he
something.
does Terminator 2, where in the flowers there's a 12 gauge.
Yeah. Or he takes one of the roses in there and just ends it with that thorn right there, bro. That'd be a dark way to go. But I think he hears it. I think so. If I'm her, I'm killing the daughter, though.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they do. You think, oh man, we're gonna see which one of them catches each other first, and then And then whenever the next John Wick 5 comes out, it's going to be her. She heel turns, throws the blade, nails his daughter. And then it's Donnie Yen's character
Drinking her blood.
being real weird.
Dude, I know you're blind, but calm down.
It's Kane versus Akira, and somehow it loops John Wick, who's in the ground. It loops him back into it.
And his hand comes flying out of the grave, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back."
He's in the ground.
With some John Cena music. Ba, ba, da, ba.
No, he's just... You're like, hey, get out of the ground.
Yeah. He's texting Ian McShane. He's like, "Hey, I'm good. Like, I can come back out." Yeah, that dark retreat like Aaron Rodgers. Is what he's doing right
That's
now.
little hobbit hole.
Yeah, for sure.
He said, I'm going to New York.
Do you guys think that he is dead?
No, I think they looked at the money they're making. They went, no, he's not.
Dude, Lionsgate legitimately said, they're like, we probably should do a fifth one of these.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know how. It depends on Keanu Reeves, I think.
I think he's all in on it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he thinks it's cool, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I think that after the last Matrix was the flop that it was, I think he's
One to get back.
kind of done with that.
Gosh, that was one of the
yeah.
worst
And
movies I've
just-
ever seen.
Him, like, this works, and people love me doing this, and I love being loved. So I'll do this and more Toy Story movies.
I
As
think it,
Duke Jukum or whatever.
Duke
I guess it
Kaboom.
kind of
Kaboom.
depends on whether or not they have more story to tell. Like if they're like,
I don't think they ever have had more story to tell.
And that's why
Well, this is the
I'm confident
most.
he doesn't have to be
Yeah.
dead.
this is the
Exact-
most expositional movie.
I think they buried the idea of John Wick, like
Oh,
a
wow, that's
ceremonial bury.
It's like Dark Knight.
And what we
That's
don't
great.
see is
we have to chase him.
he's like, Peter
the-
in the distance when they're burying Osborn in the first Spider-Man, right?
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then Mary Jane comes up and he says, we can never be together.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah,
for sure.
Bury the idea of John.
John's gonna
no
say
more
that.
violence.
That's also, I think of it in a few ways. One, it could just be, hey, we're done.
Right.
We'll give you closure on it.
Mhm.
But it also gives them the out. If they want to make more,
Yep.
they could say, hey, he faked his death or they said he
Mhm.
died so that nobody would ever come after him
And
again.
they know that.
But he already did that
But nobody's gonna find him again.
because they thought he was dead.
Yeah,
falling
'cause he's
off
a
the building.
tracker.
Well, I guess there was
But that
some
was different.
suspicion.
Like this one, like,
He
hey,
was alive.
we put him in the ground, so
Yeah,
to
yeah,
speak.
That's true.
Yeah.
He still got
Because
a dog.
they never
though,
found
so-
his body on that first one.
It
So they
definitely, well,
knew.
he cleared out. It shows him cleared out. Like he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah. No. I didn't have any questions about it.
Yeah.
After the movie, I wasn't like, John's dead. I'm not getting.
But how many
another
times are they gonna ruse? Yeah.
Well, Ryan, you said it while we were talking about it this week. He is dead if they don't bring him back.
Yeah.
And while that's a simple statement, it's factual. If they don't
true.
make a fifth one with him in it, he's dead.
one. Yeah, and he was content. Like he has a picture of his wife, and he's like, what does he say to her when he's dying?
I'm coming home or
Coming
something.
home or something like
Oh, I
that.
thought you told Winston to take me home.
That's right. He said,
Oh,
Winston,
that's right,
take
that's
me home.
he says, of course.
And Winston's like, no, dude, I'm going back to work.
It's like, we don't have a hotel anymore, dude.
Yeah.
I have to build one.
And your house
Thanks.
is gone.
You think it's gonna be modern, or you think it's gonna be old?
No, it's gonna be old. It's gonna build old.
Dude, it's gonna be
Yuck.
it's gonna make
it's gonna be Batman Begins,
And
brick
you know-
for brick.
Yeah. And
Brick
it's
for
gonna-
brick, sir? How about some improvements in the left wing?
It's gonna make you question everything because you're like,
Yeah.
how do they build this old building and make it look old? I'm like, yeah, man, that's the simulation we live in.
The
Anyway,
Matrix.
let's
Yeah.
leave it on that. All right, let's rank these movies. All right.
Oh, wait, we haven't done it in a while.
I don't know. Tristan's
we-
in the room. It's weird. All right.
Rank these films.
No, you don't have to do it.
Rank these films.
It's just something we do.
Yes, we're just doing it with it. Rank these films.
All right.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Have you ever seen
I'm on my
Three
way out.
Idiots?
Oh, I thought we were doing.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that's what was about to happen.
I've
I
actually
was
not
gonna
seen.
fight
I've
out.
not seen Wolf of Wall
Just to say,
Street.
Ryan, could you hit that door
Sure.
sound effect one more time? I'm gonna be out. And he's gone. That's great.
There's the haunted house door again.
Yeah.
Have you seen Three Idiots though?
Nah, man.
Do you
Did
think you've seen
you-
Three Idiots?
He watches movies.
Do you watch Bollywood movies?
No.
Well, I would recommend Three Idiots to anybody.
It's good.
It's.
Is that a
We-
Bollywood movie, or are you just asking that?
No, it's Bollywood.
He's like, you ever seen The Dark Knight? You ever watch Bollywood movies?
You ever watch Gladiator movies?
You like movies about gladiator? You ever been in a Turkish prison? Sorry, it's airplane.
All right. So, do you want to go ahead? Go
Yeah.
ahead with your new release
I'll do
2023
it.
list.
I have, if y'all remember, I have two things that I'm doing for movies this year. One is I'm just ranking the movies we've seen this year, and two, I'm asking the question because it came out last year, but we watched it this year. Is it better than Puss in Boots 2? And so
The Last Wish.
Do these have to be movies that came out in theaters, or just any movie you guys have watched that you have not seen?
Came out. So most of the time came out in theaters 2023.
Yep.
Puss in Boots is a little bit different because it released in late 22.
It was
So
like
we
December.
saw it, we saw
Yep.
it early 23. So I put it in the 22 category. He
Yep.
puts it in 23.
I have.
Yeah,
22.
so
22.
I put it at like I call it a. Is it better than
Yeah.
That's
Because
just his,
right now for
That's how rankings work.
truthfully, but
Are they better than Duke?
Yeah.
He'll stop in a month
So-
or so once we've had a few more movies.
What'd you say?
He'll stop in a few months once there's a few more movies from this year.
We'll see, man.
Well, I'm willing to just say yes or no to whether I think something is better than Puss in Boots 2: The Last Wish.
Yeah.
He's
He's
gotta do
committed.
that.
He's
He's just gotta
committed.
do that
It's
for the next
just
year.
it's just a very simple yes or no. John Wick 4 was my favorite movie released in 2023. It is better than Cocaine Bear and Ant-Man 3. But no, I would rather watch Puss in Boots 2.
Oh my goodness, this man! What if Puss is in the next one?
I'd do anything. I'm sorry, Puss in Boots 2 is like that movie. That's probably gonna go down as the top 20 movie of all time for me. I adore that film.
So John Wick 4 is out of the top 20.
Give me top 50 for sure, probably.
That's a wide. That's
Dude,
30
I've seen,
more
but I've
movies.
probably seen like 600 movies in my life.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
That's fair.
I guarantee it's more than that.
don't do me like that.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I remember one time.
I-
Can I out myself real quick? I will out myself. I made a top 50 anime list. I was like, "There's no way I can do this." No. I could have kept going. I've seen a lot, so probably has been a lot more. So
Yeah,
sorry,
man.
just trying to make myself
Took a dark turn.
a little less respected in the community.
Yeah, so John Wick 4. I also asked myself, is it better, but not better than Puss in Boots. I asked, is it better than Midnight in Paris, starring Owen Wilson, directed by Woody Allen? Is it better than Midnight in Paris? Yeah, but it's a lot closer to Paris than you think.
I mean, we do see Midnight in Paris in this movie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I would say John Wick Chapter 4. As far as 2023, John Wick Chapter 4 is number 1, Cocaine Bear number 2, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania number 3.
For the record, that was my ranking too. Same order.
Quantumania.
I didn't say my order.
Mine's the same as Jacob's minus Cocaine Bear because I didn't watch it.
Tristan, I know you don't have a list, but where would you just name some movies you've seen thus far in the last 3 months, and then where kind of generally.
That's true
where
because you got to see Creed 3,
I did. I saw that in 4D as well. Let me pull up my.
dude, and Jonathan
Roll
Majors
count
actually shows up
and
and
see
punches
what
you
I
in the
was
face.
Dude,
Speaking
for
of, did you
sure.
see-
That's
For
actually
sure.
that's actually in super poor taste, and I apologize.
yeah, well, I
No,
mean,
hey, he's been like
uh,
it wasn't
Exonerated?
true. Yeah, it wasn't
okay.
true. She said she lied.
Dude,
I
leave
still
King
don't,
alone.
dude. Either she did get beat up or she didn't.
Okay,
Okay.
what about Chris? What
That's
about
what
Chris
I'm saying.
Beard?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, that's all I'm saying. It's tough. It's tough that huge Jonathan Majors fan, and then trouble finds him.
I will.
Alright,
I will plan on being
Alright,
a
what do you
Jonathan
got?
Majors fan for until I can't.
That's good. That's good. So,
So-
brave of you.
This year in theaters, I have seen Avatar, A Man Called Otto,
Oh,
Ant-Man, Creed, and now
John Wick.
John Wick. It's tied between Creed and John Wick for me. It's not tied, but they're probably 1A, 1B.
Okay.
If I had to pick one, it'd be John Wick, just because, man, I could watch those movies nonstop. And then after that, A Man Called Otto probably be 3, Avatar 4, and then Ant-Man 5.
Oh wow.
Ant-Man was, I don't even know if I listed
It's hard.
off that many movies.
It's
But
hard to call it good.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was a fun hang.
Yeah.
That's about it.
If Paul Rudd wasn't in that movie, yikes!
Yeah.
And we've so we will watch Creed 3 eventually.
Because we finally watched the second one.
We watched the second one. So we're excited for that one. And then coming up on the poster, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers,
Sorry, guys.
it's okay.
That was my fault.
No worries.
Oh, that was you. That was you.
Yes,
That
it was.
me.
It's totally fine. But yeah, anything
And then
else?
also, well, let's look at some upcoming releases just to see if we're watching anything.
I think Guardians is coming soon.
Guardians is May.
May
Yep.
9th, maybe?
And then-
Do we want? This is a genuine question. Do we want to do Mario?
Yes.
I know we're seeing it at church probably.
Let's
so-
go.
So we'll do Mario. Do we have any interest in D&D?
I didn't. Well, I'm not really. I don't know if I should have an opinion here.
Yeah, man, go ahead and just change the podcast.
No, I didn't until I saw the reviews on
Yeah,
it.
it looks
and
good.
now it looks appetizing to me.
Is
I
that
guess.
is that a 4D one for you?
No, I don't even think they're showing it.
They
Oh,
no, they had it in 4D.
Did they?
They had like With John Wick, I think when I looked at tickets for that day, they had one showing in 4D.
Look, anything in 4D is a 4D for me.
We probably
I can't afford that.
yeah.
we probably won't do an episode on it, but I'm really looking forward to Air,
Okay.
the
yeah.
Jordan's movie.
Yep.
Renfield's coming out. Probably won't do an episode on that, but I'm excited about it.
Which one's that one?
That's the one with Nicolas Cage as Dracula
Yes,
and
yes.
Nicholas Holt
Nicholas
as.
Holt. Did you guys see the menu?
No, we've been putting it off for forever.
It's a good
We
one.
gotta watch it.
It's a fun hang. Well, not really, but
This
it's a movie.
this is maybe a dumb question, but Fast and Furious 10 is coming in May.
Yeah.
It's all about family.
Dude, we can't. All right, if we do, it's got to be cold. Like we can't be watching 9 movies.
I don't plan. I jumped in.
It's got to be like
The only ones I've seen are 7 and 8.
and I think they know
haven't
that.
seen any of them.
I think they know that.
And Ryan, that's okay. You could
You want to watch Evil Dead Rise?
more than anything.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna be
Can
so.
More
we-
than anything, all this shit?
No,
What's that
not
Jake
this.
Gyllenhaal
No.
movie?
Can we?
Richie's the Covenant.
Oh, that's right. That looks okay. Can we? Can we watch the first one?
Yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah,
the first Evil Dead?
No.
You haven't seen the OGs though, have
No,
you?
I haven't.
The Evil Dead 2 is so funny. They literally just took Evil Dead and then they like half remade it,
Yeah.
but it's funny. For the record, the remake of which this Evil Dead Rise is a sequel to, not funny. It's like the second or the Evil Dead remake from like 2015 is like statistically the second bloodiest movie of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Isn't Evil Dead supposed to be like campy?
the originals for sure. Bruce Campbell. I mean, have you seen any of them?
Nah, man.
The
He
first
has
first
the-
one's a very passable horror movie, but 2 and 3 are
I
hilarious.
will say, I know I said it. The post credit scene at the end of
Doctor Strange
Doctor
2?
Strange
Yeah.
is like the best because it's an Evil Dead reference.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
because in the second one, he fights his hand the whole
because
movie.
he gets bit, doesn't he?
Yeah,
and
but
so
it's-
his hand turns into a
Yep.
zombie, but he doesn't. So it's fighting the whole time, and so the whole movie, and then he's like, "It's finally over."
And then he cuts it off and puts a chainsaw on there.
Yeah.
And then for the third one, he gets dropped into medieval times.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Nice. What's
Anyway.
that Joaquin Phoenix movie right there?
This one is Beau is Afraid. I can't.
Oh,
Who's afraid?
Joker 2's
He
coming.
looks
Is
afraid.
that Signs 2?
Yeah. All right, we're running up on time.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and let's kill it. All right, let's put it down. Hey Tristan, thanks for joining us today. It was
Thanks
fun.
for having
It was
me.
a good time. I feel like you contributed a lot.
Yeah.
We'll evaluate after this and kind of give you a report card and see if we'll have you back.
I think it's C.
C plus if you're
Yeah, I think most of the show was good. I think the beginning.
Dude, that was my favorite
that
part.
was a tough. That was
That
a
was
tough
tough.
sell. People tuned out after that. It's like you gotta give
Yeah.
him time. Give him
Hey
time.
guys, I just want to point out that this is happening, and they're not giving me much details. Do they have? Owen Wilson is playing Bob Ross. in
Yeah,
the movie Paint.
Oh,
And I am now officially stoked for that.
Comes out like
Nice.
next week.
nice.
Seriously?
Comes out like really soon.
That did say April 13th. You're right.
Wow.
2 weeks.
Also, we gotta do an episode on Barbie.
Yeah. Oh,
We
yeah,
have
for
to.
sure. For sure. All right. Well, love you guys. We coming up with let's either Creed 3 or Lord of the Rings. You'll figure it out. All right. Be talking to you. Be good.
Adios, amigos.
See you guys. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Three Dudes in a Movie podcast. We appreciate you. Feel free to follow us on Instagram and be sure to give us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. Have a great day, and remember, movies are good. All right, bye.